How you doing? My name's Will Green. You're listening to Tough Crowd Podcast. Who else is in the room?
Let's see. My name's Julian. How am I doing? And
I'm Jamie. You're dying to play that, weren't you?
I'm dying to play. I'm dying to get my jingles in. Definitely.
You're gonna play them all?
Introduce yourself, sir.
Oh, I am Jamie Ocello.
Okay. This podcast is about comedy, stand-up comedy. This is the number one. This is the first one we've ever done.
Well, we've got the wrong three guys in here for comedy, haven't we?
Yeah, clearly. What you like comedy, right? That's one of something you
I love
enjoy.
it. It's one of my passions.
Stand-up in
specifically.
Yeah.
But I think I just love comedians as well.
You just like funny things.
I could listen to them talk and not be funny.
I think it's hard. I once met someone who said, "I don't like comedy."
Or music or fun.
This woman that used to work with my mum said, "I don't like comedy." And to me, that blows my mind because it's like saying I don't like good things. I don't like something that makes me happy.
How can you not like to laugh?
I know.
That's the essence of it.
I don't know. It's just someone who doesn't have a good sense of humour. Right?
Yeah.
But, okay, who would you say is your favourite comedian stand-up?
Louis C.K.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Oh, we're on the same page.
I think Louis C.K. definitely. I think he's a genius.
I think he's the best going now, and I think he's one of the best ever. I think he's picking up where George Carlin left off.
Kind of continuing the legacy.
Yeah, I saw him do he did a speech at
his funeral.
Was it at his funeral?
I don't know.
At a college.
It was at a college, but it was honouring his life.
It was fantastic. Anyway, wherever it was,
Mm-hmm.
It was a perfect speech, and
we should get that audio up.
We should have got that audio up.
Yeah. Now that we think about it, oh well, we edit in.
Yes.
So who would you say? Are you into comedy? Do you like comedy?
I live my life based on the teachings of one Dylan Moran.
Oh,
I have been since I was 13 years old, which, I think they can understand why my life is where it is right now. Excessive
Really?
drinking, smoking. Oh, no. But,
Right.
no, man, the Sydney Comedy Festival every year is a big thing in our household. And
Yeah.
love it.
I like Dylan Moran's stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I think is really, really good on stage. What I didn't like was that Black Books show. You know Black Books?
Not a fan.
I loved
Not
Black
a fan of
Books.
Black Books.
I didn't like it. I don't know why.
Did you like it, Julian?
I loved it.
I
got
loved
the
it
whole series
too.
at home, of course.
I don't know. It just seemed really fake, kind of.
Fake?
Like a sitcom. It was like obvious that this is a show, you know?
I think how over the top he was that's what made it funny.
I guess so.
Like no one could. He would not have a business license.
Yeah.
He's not keeping a shop.
Yeah, that's where the comedy comes from,
Yeah.
is the ridiculousness of that.
Let's see, we got that. Went to see Chris Rock when he came out here last.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
You saw him
last
live?
year or the year before when he came out on tour. Yeah, that was
Where was he
awesome.
playing?
He was at the State.
Really?
He was at the
Wow.
State
Was it
Theatre.
packed? It must have
Yeah,
been packed.
it was packed out.
Full of white people.
Yeah.
Full of white people laughing at black man jokes.
Yeah. I performed stand-up for the first time when I was 16.
Oh, I did not know
Really?
that.
Yeah, I did the Cockatoo Island Comedy Festival when I was 16. I was part of there's a competition annually called Class Clowns Competition.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one, yeah.
And it's like school-age kids between, I don't know, year 7 and 12. And you got to write material and perform it. And me and a couple of other people got chosen to do this comedy festival. And then since then, it's always been something that I've wanted to do and I've been interested in. But, there's school and I haven't been able to do it really.
Yeah.
But I want to. And
It's one of those things you can't pursue half-assed.
Yeah.
You have to, you need stage time consistently to get good at it.
Yeah, you do. And it's essential to bomb. It's essential to do badly.
Oh, you need to, yeah.
So that you know what you're doing wrong. And that takes so much, courage to just stand on stage in front of all these people.
It takes a lot of balls.
It does.
Shit, yeah. I've always wanted to do it. I don't have the guts to get on stage.
You don't think so?
No way. I'd get to the side of the stage and then just go home.
Yeah.
I'd be so nervous.
Well, I don't think I have a fear of bombing. I just think I would just see it as part of the process, but it's still daunting.
Oh god, yeah.
Anyway, I think we should play some comedy.
I think we should.
Definitely.
How about a little George Carlin to start off with?
Okay, George Carlin, do you want to introduce him?
I'll introduce it. In the clip he discusses religion, as he often did, and I think he hits the nail right on the head.
One of the all-time greats. Here's George Carlin.
Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Classic.
I cut it off a little early, but after that, the next line is, he loves you and he needs money.
Yeah.
He always needs money.
Yeah, I love Bill Burr as well has got some good religion
Yeah.
jokes. It's a very talked about topic in comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Religion is just because it's so easy to poke holes in it. Like, have you seen Ricky Gervais?
Yeah.
He pokes.
He has a whole show on it.
Yeah, he has an entire show on it, and like poking holes in Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It seems like such an easy target, like, especially Noah's Ark. I mean, come on. Like,
I know.
But when they lay it out for you like that, they structure it like a lot of the greats do, like Louis does.
yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You telling me that you didn't have two of every animal on a
No, they
wooden boat?
didn't. No.
Yeah.
One. It was one.
One.
They fit one.
They fit one
Yeah.
of every animal.
It was a yacht as well.
A yacht?
It was not an ark.
And Noah was 900 years old.
Yeah.
No,
Just
it's 900. Yeah.
Good run.
They don't bring that up in sermons just in case you realise how retarded it is. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of the criticism that people have about making fun of religion is they say, oh, it's too easy to poke fun at the Bible. It's
Yeah.
too easy. And then Ricky Gervais says, well, it shouldn't be. If that's the doctrine you follow,
Yeah.
you can't do it to a maths book. You can't say, well, the quickest way between two things is a straight line.
Yeah.
What wanker wrote that? You know, like,
Yeah.
you can't say that about a maths book. But if you can follow maths like a religion,
It's what makes
science.
it so easy. That's what makes it funny. I
Yeah.
guess. Is that, like,
Yeah.
You believe this.
Or that it's so ingrained in our society and it's not even like talked about how ridiculous it
Yeah.
can be. Yeah.
But that was the best thing. Like, I went to a Christian school growing up,
Yeah.
and one of my favourite things to do was particularly they had I don't remember the name, but it was like they come in and read the Bible to you every Tuesday afternoon. My favourite thing was just to ask them irritating questions to the point that they'd see me come in and say,
Yeah. I had the similar upbringing at a Catholic primary
Yeah.
school and I never believed it once. I did when I was a little kid, but I quickly got to a stage where I was like, no.
I bought into it. I went
I
to
did.
Catholic school till year 4,
Yeah.
and then after that I moved and went to a public school, and
Yeah.
pretty much as soon as I got to that public school,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
No more Bibles.
Do they make you sit around singing songs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Prayer circle, can't light the candles.
Yeah, definitely.
The whole thing.
The
It's
whole-
pretty crazy.
yeah.
And we had a Catholic priest, and
Do you know a funny thing about the Catholic priest I had at my school?
he's a rapist.
He is a rapist.
Oh!
It was in the news. His face came up on TV.
Are you serious?
Dude, I swear to God.
That's such a cliche.
I have a photo of him after I did my communion, and his
Yeah.
hands on my shoulder.
Oh shit.
Oh, hold on. Breaking news.
Sydney TAFE Radio, national news.
Thanks, Ben. Cheers, Ben.
Thanks, man.
Breaking news, priest is rapist.
Well, okay, on the topic of news, I got a bit of a story that I want to tell you guys.
Lay it on us.
The title will probably get you enough. US police use stun gun on naked Walmart sock thief. Yeah.
What?
Police say they were forced to use an electric stun gun on a nearly 300-pound man who's naked after he stole socks from a Walmart in southeast Pennsylvania. Typical. Of course, it's America. Officers responded to the scene Wednesday in Exton, just west of Philadelphia, and found the suspect identified as a 6'4" Verdun Lamont Taylor inside a store wearing only a pair of socks. According to police, he refused to comply with their commands, and a stun gun had to be used. And while he was in custody, Mr. Taylor allegedly spat in the face of the officers.
Why is it always guys named Verdun?
Yeah.
It's always guys named Verdun.
That's a weird name.
Do you know what's funny about that story? Is
Yeah.
if he's not 300 pounds, it probably doesn't make the news.
Yeah,
It's that
yeah.
he's fat.
He's really fat, naked guy. And he went into a store and just stole socks. You'd think if you were in a men's department, you could put some other clothes on.
Got the
Just
socks.
the socks.
Get the pants.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. It said it was charges of indecent exposure, aggravated assault, simple assault, I don't know what that is,
Public
retail
well
theft.
fat.
Yeah. Showing himself naked, receiving stolen property, and disorderly conduct. He was sent to Chester County Prison after failing to post $50,000 bail. And he faces preliminary hearing on March 21st.
He might be on drugs.
Oh, definitely. Well, what do you mean? It's the article
Might be.
doesn't...
But how many 300-pound meth heads do you think
That's
you know?
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's like one of those debilitating drugs that you
get
end up like
skinny.
a rake.
You always
He's 300
skinny.
pounds. The eating he'd
He
have
mi-
to
he
do to
might-
counteract the drugs.
He
is
might have been
ridiculous.
700 pounds.
He's
doing
eating
it
the
wrong.
socks.
He's doing it wrong.
He might have been 700 pounds and then he just got on the meth and then he whittled it down
That's
to
a
300.
fantastic diet.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy is fucking stupid.
Well done, George. We've got George in the studio today.
Yeah, we've got them all in here. It's packed. You should see it behind us.
Okay, I think it's time for some more comedy. Bill Burr.
Oh, we've got another clip. Bill focuses on lots of issues, but mainly he likes to focus on things like gender and race and women, relationships. And little preface for this clip is it's the Oprah Winfrey show that he's watching with his girlfriend. And Oprah has a mother on, and she's dying to kiss her ass. And this is Bill having his say about it.
She's giving her this big, ridiculous intro. Like, she's done this, she's done that, she's done this, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's the mother, and continues on immediately. I just look at my girlfriend like, like, really? Being a mother is the most difficult job on the planet? Oh yeah, all those mothers who die every year from black lung, from inhaling all that coal dust. Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to them. That's what it is. So there's just this tornado of, like, misinformation. Hey, the most difficult job on the planet. What would you rather be doing? Drilling to the center of the earth, shaking hands with the devil? Every time there's a rumble in the ground, you wait for the whole thing to collapse down on top of you so they can write that folk song about you, you know? Would you rather be up in the sunshine, running around with a couple of toddlers that you can send to bed anytime you want on some sort of trumped-up charges, right? Because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. It's the most difficult job on the planet. Oh, yeah. I thought roofing in the middle of July is a redhead. I thought that was difficult. But these mothers are bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it.
I love that clip.
Bill Burr, I've recently... You got me into Bill Burr because when we did our top comedians, we wrote out 10 favourite comedians.
Right.
I knew him, but he wasn't like one of the people that I really got into. But over the last week, I've been watching all these clips.
Yeah.
Watched all these specials online.
Yeah.
Is that mean? Should I be buying them? What do you reckon?
You should support our friendly comedians there, Will.
Yeah. Well...
My policy is try it, then buy it. Yeah. I know that's weak, but I've bought his stuff.
Because if you did buy something and you weren't happy with it, you'd want your money back.
Yeah, true. I've downloaded comedy albums and I thought, not worth the problem.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Deleted it straight away. I'll never listen to it again.
I have a theory on that as well as music. Like, if, the comedian is good, if the musician is good, you'll pay money to see him live.
Right.
And
they're not struggling.
No, they're not. It's not like they're begging on the street.
What Louis C.K. has done with his latest thing.
The big success, sold it on his website and produced it himself.
For $5.
Yeah, and do you know how much money he made?
Mils?
Yeah. And he said he'd never made that much money that fast. So he donated, like, the majority of it to charity just because he felt weird having that much money.
Much money so quickly.
Yeah. But there's a lot of comedians that are starting to do that now. I think Jim Gaffigan's doing it.
Jim Gaffigan is doing it.
Yeah.
Joe's
doing it too?
Latest show is going to be like $5.50.
I think it's brilliant. I love the idea.
Such a better idea.
Yeah.
They're using the internet and like they're going with the internet as opposed to against it,
Even not just the idea of a Louis C.K. album getting me excited, but just the premise of he's doing it himself. He's done it all himself. Like, for $5, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
I'd buy that.
Anyone would give $5, and that's the point. If you sell it for $30 and it's on an online store, it's not going to be as good or easy.
I'd love to see Bill do it as well. That'd be great.
Yeah, they should all do it. Yeah. Everyone should get on board, and that's how we should do that now with the internet and the way it is. It's a way better way of.
Well, that's why tickets and DVDs cost so much, is because there's always a promoter pocketing some on the side and a little too much for his, that he deserves. And this way, you're cutting out all the middlemen. It's straight from the artist to the consumer. Yeah, I love it.
All right, so where are we up to next?
Prank call. Let's go prank call. These are some prank calls that I did with my character Neil Wheeler.
Neil Wheeler.
And
can you be more creative with the name, or were you going for believability?
That's kind of the point.
Okay,
it's the realism.
I got you. I apologize.
Is Neil Wheeler a trucker by any chance?
No, I just made it up out of nowhere.
Nice.
Play the clip.
Hello? Yeah, guys, it's Neil Wheeler here. How you going? Hello?
Yeah,
It's Neil Wheeler here. How you going?
fine.
Yeah, I'm just ringing re your advertisement in the Sydney Morning Herald.
Yes,
The Siberian Husky pups, is that correct?
that's right.
Look, I'll cut straight to the chase. Look, I've had some I don't know what's the correct way of saying it these days, but I've had some coloureds moved in next door. I live in Glebe, and so how long would you say it takes your pups to reach mauling age?
I think your pardon?
Sorry, mauling age. Hello, you there?
Molting age?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, well, they wouldn't be molting until they're over 12 months, 18 months old.
Sorry, do you say molting or mauling?
Molt.
No, M-A-U-L, maul. Or maim.
It's not this breed, mate.
Sorry?
Are you really that stupid?
What? Sorry. Look, I don't know what's happened here. I think there must have been some miscommunication, but I'm not.
Is that right? Well, don't be so damn stupid.
What?
This is not a breed of dog that does that, and why on earth would you want a dog to maul anybody? You're up with the law and you'd be in jail. So don't be damn stupid and stop wasting my time.
Okay. You don't have any Great Danes?
That's yeah. There's some prank calls I used to do in school.
Well done, Neil.
Yeah, do you like that?
I did.
Neil's a badass, man.
Yeah. We used to do them in our free periods, and we had a little YouTube channel going. And I want to do some more, I think.
We should do some more.
Definitely, you should do some more.
Okay, yeah.
We have to go get the paper and look for dog ads.
Yeah, well, that's what we did every free period. Just get the paper out and look, and the classified things at the back for the jobs and all that different stuff. We'd ring up and do some funny things. That's why I got 51 as an ATAR, and I didn't go to uni.
Oh. Worth it.
Yeah, just purely for the comedy.
Cha-ching. Exactly. All right, coming up next, we've got a bit from Dylan Moran. Now, as I said earlier, I live my life according to this guy's teachings,
Sure.
and here he gives a sermon on relationships, which probably explains why none of us are in one at the moment.
You know, I think I might have to sit down. I've been standing up for too long. And I don't want to make any huge generalizations about women, you know. No, I'm not here to do that. It's vulgar. But all I'll say is that they have no feelings. Because it's actually men, you'll find, who are far more romantic. Men are the people you will hear say, I found somebody. She's amazing. If I don't get to be with this person, I'm fucked. I can't carry on. I know I mean it. She's totally transformed my life. I have a job, I have a flat, it means nothing. I can't stand it. I have to be with her. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up in some bedsit, I'll be alcoholic, I'll have itchy trousers. I can't walk the streets anymore. That is how women feel about shoes.
That comes from Moran, verse 2, section 12.
Have you seen him live?
Yeah, 3 times now.
Wow,
3 times.
Wow, so you're a fanboy. You're a Dylan Moran fanboy?
Yes.
Right, okay.
I am a legitimate fanboy.
I'd like to know, because we're all men.
Yeah.
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 We're all men.
I'd like to know what a female thinks about sexism in comedy, because it's pretty prevalent. I mean, a lot of, not sexism, but...
I've played my girlfriend some of those Bill Burr clips.
Yeah. She get offended?
No, she laughed.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, that's because you got a cool girlfriend.
Yeah, at the start you can tell
Yeah.
she's hesitant about it.
Yeah.
But then, like, as soon as the punchline hits,
Yeah,
it's
and
funny.
and as soon as any bigotry becomes real, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
As soon as a racist joke is a real racist joke and the person saying it is actually a racist person,
Yeah.
then it's not funny. It's just like, this guy's crazy.
I think Kramer taught us that.
Yeah, Kramer told us that one. Yeah. And it's the same with sexism, I'm guessing. Like, it's not like Bill Burr or Louis C.K. Anybody talks about women. They don't hate women. They're not sexist people.
Yeah.
They just, use it for comedy.
Just to use Kramer again as an example. I saw Chappelle after his little hiatus. He did a set at the I think the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he was saying when he was watching Kramer's bit, he said he figured out that he's probably 80% comedian and 20% black.
Yeah.
Because the black guy in him was saying, "Oh, damn you, Kramer, you racist." And that 80% comedian was saying, "He's having a bad set."
Yeah.
You'll get him next time, Kramer.
Yeah. I've seen that. That little hiatus that he had was a bit weird, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
went off to Africa.
Went to Africa.
And just had a little soul searching session.
We'll never find out exactly why either.
No. Have you seen Dave Chappelle's Inside the Actors Studio?
I have. It's brilliant.
How good
I loved
it?
it.
So good.
I like
lights that cigarette.
I was just about to mention the cigarette.
Yeah, just lights a cigarette and everyone just cracks up laughing. He's a genius.
I love it when he starts taunting him about throwing his stack of cards down.
Yeah.
All James Lipton's cards just on the floor.
Yeah.
He starts edging towards the table.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to find that Dave Chappelle's clip where he impersonates Samuel Jackson.
Oh, okay.
For the beer.
The beer bit.
Bill Burr is in that skit.
He is in that skit.
He orders the beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was on a few episodes. Do you remember the racial draft in Chappelle Show?
Oh yes.
Yes.
He was one of the white guys on the draft board, and
Really?
he was in a few of them. Yeah, he was pretty close to Dave.
Bill Burr was also in Louis, wasn't he? I think he was.
Was he in Louis?
I think it might. Oh, maybe not Louis, but the one he. The one he.
Lucky
before,
Louis.
Lucky Louis.
I think he was in Lucky Louis. Yeah. But Louis uses heaps of his friends.
Yeah.
In his TV shows, which I think is nice, and they're all funny. I mean, it's not like he's just being nice. They're legitimately hilarious comedians.
Okay, let's go outro. Let's do this outro.
Well,
all right.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, if you liked what you heard, thank you, and follow the page on SoundCloud. Tough Crowd.
Tough Crowd on SoundCloud.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Ass. Stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer sound like.
Shut the fuck up!